Hey God, it's me again. Are you there? I know. I'm just one person in this crazy world. And you have much more to attend to. With everything going on in the universe, galaxies spinning, stars being born and dying, there are a lot of other people who are worse off than I am. But I can't stop thinking about all that is going on today. How confusing and chaotic this world is right now. Why is there so much discord? Why so much division? My heart is heavy. It reminds me of what is written in Psalm 88. Lord, you are the God who saves me. Day and night I cry out to you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. I am overwhelmed with troubles, and my life draws near to death. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like one without strength. I am set apart with the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave. And you remember no more, or cut off from my care. So God, why? Why is there so much hatred and division? Why is there so much poverty and oppression? We're told in John that you came into the world as the light of the world, but we didn't receive you. How didn't we recognize you? How did we ignore you then? Our gospel reading today talked about Jesus' lament over Jerusalem. His lament over the killing of the prophets. We've seen him grieve over the killing of his cousin John. We've seen him weep. Lazarus died. I guess that lamenting and tears were good for Jesus. They're okay for us, too. The world is so chaotic right now. How can we endure? Why did Mickey and Jordan get murdered? Senseless death. Doesn't make any sense. Why did Carl have to die from cancer? There's so much cancer and illness, so much hunger, so much heartache. How did this world become so frightening? There are children and families hungry and dying from starvation who previously had food from U.S. aid organizations. There are children and families dying in Ukraine, Gaza, Yemen. This administration in America uses dog whistle phrases and imagery of white supremacy, of oppression, and making people out to be the other. How could America have brought us upon ourselves? And why does systemic oppression continue? Racism, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia. How do we not follow your word to welcome the stranger, to welcome the foreigner? How long must we cry out for justice for the oppressed, for freedom for the captives? I know that sometimes I can be a part of this by not doing enough, by not speaking up, by remaining silent when I see oppression at work. Sometimes I just want to cry out, to scream out at the injustice and inhumanity that we keep doing to one another. I know how you know how it is. How often did you try to teach us the way to go, to teach us to walk in the light, only for us to ignore you or run away? You brought us your word and your light, and when we still wouldn't listen, came among us, dwell among us. You became one of us so that we could understand. But we still didn't recognize it. We didn't embrace it. Sometimes we just seem so hopeless. We continually get in our own way. Oh, how I wish your beloved community was a reality. Love, compassion, justice, just like you intended. Place that dream in our hearts. You want to turn our hearts of stone into hearts of flesh. How long must we long for this transformation? How long? I wish it were more present, more often. Why can't we meet one another under better circumstances? I'm mindful of the words from Psalm 26, which speak how you are there for us, even though we don't always follow. It says, truly my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. So maybe there is some hope we can have. Maybe if we just recognize that you are with us in all this, that you are present with us in our darkest grief, that you're present in our strongest lament. You provide us with hope even in our darkest times. I know that it is during these moments, during these times of lament, that we find you most present with us. And you remind us in Psalm 126, those who sow with tears will reap the songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves to reap. Hey God, thanks for listening. I know it doesn't necessarily change anything, but it helps to change me. It helps to remind me that you are always with me, especially in my deepest angst, in my most fervent lament, just like a bit of light in the dark.